Make no mistake, the 2024 Mazda CX-90 is not for everyone. Don't like Mazda's point of view? Well, at least there is one. In a market with more than a dozen three-row SUVs, the 2024 CX-90 cuts through the chaos and prides itself on its clear ambitions. This family SUV is designed for those who enjoy driving and won't give up the nearly $62,000 as tested price of this Turbo S Premium Plus trim. Wait, $62,000 for a Mazda 3-row SUV? Oh, CX-90. That's your Mazda. Every 2024 Mazda CX-90, starting at around $41,000 in base trim, boasts something you can't get for much of the competition: a deliciously premium rear driver position. Although every CX-90 is all-wheel drive, the new Mazda is based on a rear-wheel drive platform, giving its profile a more Mercedes than Honda look. Seriously, think how close the Honda Pilot's front wheels are to the doors. With the Mazda, those front wheels are pushed forward sharply, and the long side vents draw attention to it. Not everyone will care, but it speaks to Mazda's position that it wants to appear more premium and exclusive than its main competitors. Spend over $50,000 to unlock what we'll call a Level 2 CX-90. A plug-in hybrid is also available, but it ranks as the most powerful Mazda production engine ever made. The 3.3-liter turbocharged inline-six is good for 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. Impressive numbers in a segment where horsepower figures typically dip below 300. Mazda offers premium fuel with this engine, so if you want to save a few bucks a year on gas, consider lower trims that carry a 280 horsepower version of the same regular fuel-sipping engine. Even with 340 horsepower, our loaded CX-90 struggles with 4,883 pounds of luxury at 100 miles per hour. The Mazda's 0 to 60 time is 6.5 seconds, which is good. The 2024 Mazda CX-90 Turbo S feels very fast in the real world, with the engine exploding when you step on the gas. However, when considering the competition, we expected faster results. The Mazda is just 0.4 seconds faster than the less powerful 2023 Honda Pilot and 2023 Hyundai Palisade, 6.9 seconds each, and it also feels brisk around town by 7.1 seconds. Beating the SUV-challenged 2023 Subaru Ascent also leaves behind. Like Mazda, all three of these SUVs use less power because they are at least 250 pounds lighter. There's more to driving than pressing the gas pedal, and that's where the Mazda comes alive. Not refrigerated, you can really tell Mazda put a lot of effort into making this three-row SUV look more like a sports car than a cooler. You feel it from the moment you step on the 2024 CX-90's responsive brake pedal to the first turn of the SUV's heavy-duty steering wheel. Forgetting about all the things on your to-do list, you might find yourself actually having fun on the detour. These three rows force SUV owners to be honest about their priorities. Some will be turned off by the heavier-than-average steering, but not CX-5 or CX-50 drivers in the trade. We also noticed a bit of engine whine when downshifting around town, but it's so faint that you can't notice it no matter what you play on the sound system. Also, at low speeds, a few editors noticed sometimes unrefined transfer behavior. At the track, the test crew praised the Mazda's strong turn-in and liked how the brakes felt, as well as how it held up to fade or no smell tests. Where the new Mazda SUV falls short of our perhaps too high expectations is its performance. Braking from 60 to 0 miles per hour takes 120 feet. A respectable distance comparable to most of the competition, and the Ford Explorer Street Line's distance is an impressively short 113 feet. The figure eight's performance doesn't quite match the CX-90's sporty street style, either, thanks primarily to the stability control system. which was completely unbeatable when tested on the Motor Trend Test course, which we call the racetrack in glass. We weren't sure we had a lap that fully represented what this SUV could do. The CX-90's 27.2 second time to 8 with 0.62 grams, average, is almost identical to the performance of several three-row SUVs, which feel less sporty. Despite this, and compared to other real-world competitors, the CX-90 still walks and talks the way you'd expect a Mazda to. If only it had more cooling sometimes. What you really need is a great device. And the 2024 Mazda CX-90 is more than just a device. We'd hoped that Mazda would increase practicality against the competition when moving from the CX-9 to the CX-90, but that's not the case. Access to the third row isn't as easy as the best in the segment, though the wide-opening rear doors are a real plus. When you're in the third row, the relatively high floor limits comfort for adults. Kids there might want a better view of the outside world, and the third row side windows aren't particularly large. Clearly, the CX-90 is as much about the driver as it is about the kids and their gear. Consider this because the 2024 Mazda CX-90 has one of the smallest cargo areas in the segment with the second or third row folded. Even the entry-level Toyota Highlander, a three-row SUV small enough that Toyota saw fit to introduce a larger model, has more room despite being nearly half a foot shorter. Still, which SUV would you rather be seen in? Maybe the sacrifices are worth it. Fabric trim on the dash is on trend, and yes, we're going to use the P word again. It looks and feels great. Heating and ventilation for the second row seats is a great detail, and the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and 12.3-inch infotainment screen that tilts towards the driver add to the ambiance. When you're talking $62,000 for a base brand three-row SUV, you get a nitpick. One of the biggest drawbacks, a feature found in the Hyundai Palisade that costs $8,500 when loaded, is the power folding and reclining third-row seat. One for the home team in fully loaded Turbo S Premium Plus form. The 2024 Mazda CX-90 is the most Mazda-friendly three-row SUV you'll ever experience. It packs a punch. We're talking about one of the sportiest three-row SUVs on sale today, which trades off everyday practicality and premium design for driving pleasure. We believe that the best SUVs can achieve a bit of both, but this is not the new Mazda CX-90. Want practicality for everyone? Get Pilot or Palisade. Interested in a more premium ride with a hint of sport? For those who can look beyond price, the CX-90 Turbo S Premium Plus has arrived.